All right, be honest. How many times have you replayed that one awkward conversation from 5 years ago while trying to sleep? Yeah, same. Welcome to the
Overthinking Club.
where the only membership requirement is unnecessary stress. But why do we do this? And more importantly, how do we stop? Let's break it down. 1. What even is overthinking? Overthinking is when your brain decides to run a marathon, but on a hamster wheel. You analyze, reanalyze, and then analyze the analysis. Scientists call this rumination. I call it mentally arguing with myself at 2 a.m. It's basically your brain thinking it's helping by reviewing every possible scenario. But in reality, it's just serving you a buffet of stress with a side of insomnia.
Okay, time for science.
When you overthink, your brain activates the prefrontal cortex, aka the let's make life harder than it needs to be zone. This area is responsible for decision-making and planning, but when it's too active, it's like an over-caffeinated intern trying to organize a chaotic filing cabinet. Meanwhile, your amygdala, the emotional control center, goes code red, and releases stress hormones like cortisol. This makes your heart race, muscles tense up, and palms sweaty, basically turning you into Eminem before a rap battle, except the opponent is your own thoughts. 3. How overthinking messes up your body. Besides turning you into a
Human anxiety burrito.
overthinking can lead to increased heart rate because your brain thinks you're in danger, headaches because your thoughts are literally stressing you out, digestive issues. Yes, your brain can mess with your stomach.
Thanks, gut-brain connection.
Insomnia, because why sleep when you can overanalyze that one embarrassing moment from middle school?
How to stop overthinking before it overthinks you.
Now let's talk solutions, because if we don't, we'll just sit here overthinking about overthinking. 1. The 5-4-3-2-1 trick. Name 5 things you see, 4 things you touch, 3 things you hear, 2 things you smell, and 1 thing you taste. This grounds you in reality instead of that imaginary argument with Karen from accounting. 2. Set a worry time. Pick a 10-minute slot in your day and dedicate it to overthinking on purpose. Your brain will be like,
Oh, a schedule. How professional.
and when time's up, tell your thoughts, thank you for your service. Now go away. 3. Move your body. Exercise helps because it burns off excess cortisol. And no, you don't have to run a marathon. Dancing like an idiot in your room counts. Science says so. 4. Journal it out. Write down your thoughts, get them out of your brain and onto paper. If your overthinking still makes no sense on paper, congrats. You have proof that your brain is just being dramatic. Final thoughts, but not too many. We're trying to stop overthinking.
You are kidding, right?
Look, overthinking happens to all of us, but when it starts controlling your life, that's when you gotta take charge. So the next time your brain starts spiraling, just remind yourself, you are not a hamster. Get off the wheel. If this video helped you, don't overthink it. Just hit that like button. And if you don't, I'll be up at 3 a.m. wondering why. See you next time on How We Doin'?